Majority of people who are leaving their home country to Western world to seek greener pastures, to make life better for themselves and their family. So it's important that we have this education so that when we go to foreign country, we can flourish more than anyone else. Okay, so awareness matters a lot. Education matters a lot. In the same way, so when I mean Western world, I'm referring to countries like United States of America, countries like Europe in general, maybe Canada, countries of such. Okay, a lot of things are going on in there. Most time, the lifestyle and the way things are being done, they are different from other parts of the world, especially Africa as a continent. So it's important that we understand this so that we can come in and quickly integrate ourselves into the system. But first thing I need us to know is that when you come into these countries, who you meet that put you through how things are being done, how people live their lives, it matters a lot. And the belief of that person has a way of influencing your behavior and what you do as a newcomer. For instance, if you have come in and met somebody who believes that all you need to survive, all you need to prosper is to get a job and pay your bills, you may most likely be influenced by that kind of beliefs. Then the other way around, if you have met somebody who has investment mentality, who knows how to manipulate the environment, the system to favor him or her, you may likely be influenced in that regard as well. Then number two thing, most part of the world, people need connection to succeed. But in Western world, what you need mostly is information. So the amount of information you have, how the system works, determine your level of success. So what I notice about people who are migrating in general, people from the Asian country and the Jewish, when they come to a foreign land, they try to work for some time, figure out what the environment is like, and within a short time, they go ahead and start their own business. Remember, I made a video before. I said it is not just enough to work and earn. You must work and also learn. So meaning, as you work, you are at the same time learning. And that is what these categories of people I mentioned, that is what they do. They work and they at the same time learn what is being done in any company where they find themselves. Then they will go out and establish businesses. You see, the Chinese owns a lot of businesses all over the world, anywhere they find themselves. They establish restaurants and all of that. The Jewish are doing so well in real estate, property business, all over the place. Like a place like US. Majority of home ownership are in the hand of the Jewish. Why is that so? It has been what they were introduced to by their brothers and sisters they met in foreign countries, so they follow suit. But what I notice about people from Africa, when they go to a foreign land, they go there going on from one paycheck to another, from one job to another. And that is what I tagged rat race in my previous video. So that will not be the case, one needs to re-strategize and be well informed so that you know the right thing to do. So follow those who know roads, and you'll get to a very good destination. Then another thing I need us to know is that this Western world, as mentioned, they believe so much in certification. Everything they do is certification, meaning any business you want to start, you must be certified first. Businesses you can venture into when you live in a foreign country, in a Western world, food business, which could be either raw food or cooked food, or you are selling grocery. Another business you can think of is transportation. Any form of transportation, you could have a shared ride to do any form of construction. It could be building construction. And in building construction, it can be involved in plumbing, the electrical part of it. Business like saloon, where you can make hair for guys and for ladies. Another business you can think of is real estate. Real estate has many aspects of it. You can be flipping homes, meaning you can buy home and resell it. You can be a realtor. You can be into rental properties. You can be buying homes and renting it out as an individual. So these are different kinds of businesses you can do. Then you can be doing business like shipping, business like moving. I mean, a whole lot of stuff you can do, so you can venture into. Now, remember what I told us: whatever you need to do, you must be certified, you must have license for it. That is how Western economy operates. I also need us to know that Western society, they are built for entrepreneurs, meaning it favors entrepreneurs more than it favors salary earners. Why is this so? Because in the eyes of the government, entrepreneurs are doing something that is making the economy to thrive. For example, when you hire people to work for you, and that is a way of contributing to the development of the society where you find yourself. Government produce little or nothing in most societies of the world. So the reason they appreciate entrepreneurs is that entrepreneurs are able to establish businesses and they're able to hire people to work and they pay taxes. So government have a lot of regard for tax income, because that is where government is able to realize income to run the economy. Advantages entrepreneurs have in Western world over employees. Number one advantage is tax advantage. You see, in foreign country, they have placed so much emphasis on taxation. So tax is an avenue government realize income to run the economy. Now, there was a time somebody challenged Donald Trump and said, look, you don't pay taxes and you are one of the leaders in the society. How come you don't pay taxes? Donald Trump replied and said, you know what? I'm very smart. That is why I don't pay taxes. Now, why was he able to have that kind of boldness to give such a response? It's because he was able to take advantage of the tax law. You see that? And that works for his advantage. That there's a difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. Then tax evasion is against the law of the society, but tax avoidance is wisdom. You see, so the reason Donald Trump was able to do that, because he was able to avoid taxes legally. What does that mean? An example is when Donald Trump's ex-wife died some years ago. So before the woman died, they were separated. So Donald Trump went to the family of the late wife and said, I need the body of my ex-wife. So at first they objected and said, you were not in marriage as at the time she passed on. So what do you need her body for? Donald Trump said, okay, I'm going to pay for it while you guys hand over the body to me. And he paid millions of dollars to the bereaved family. So what did he do with the body? He went to his golf club located in New Jersey, North America, and he buried the body there. Now the law says that where bodies are buried, you don't pay no tax on that property for the rest of your life. You see, so he was able to take advantage of what the law says to avoid taxes. So as a business owner, that is one of the ways you take advantage of taxation. Another way you can use tax to advantage is, as a business owner, you can practically write off all your business expenses. Now, if there is profit after writing off your expenses, you will be charged tax on it. If there is no income remaining, you don't pay no taxes. So now let's talk about the employees. You work and make some money, which is called gross income. Before that money is paid to you, they are going to do tax deduction from the source. Then the net is what they are going to pay to you. You see that? But for business owner, the reverse is the case. They do all their deduction and they pay tax after. But for employee, you pay tax first and they give you the net. So these are some of the differences. So tax advantage is they can get financial aid from the government to run their businesses. Yes, but employees don't have such privileges. An example is during COVID-19, a lot of business in the United States of America suffered a lot of distresses. So government was out there to help businesses resuscitate. So they asked business owners to come and access some loan to bring their business back. So business owners went and applied for those loans. Then later on, the government came up with another policy and said, if you think you cannot be able to pay back the money you have been given, you can write to us asking for debt forgiveness. And a lot of people wrote, and government canceled all that debt. The only thing given to employee was what they call stimulus, and that is to the tune of $2,500, $2,000, and $1,500. Then again, if you're an entrepreneur, one of the advantage you get is that if you're able to grow your business to a certain level, you can sell it and realize a lot of money. That can create wealth for you within a short period of time. Then again, wealth transfer. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you can use it as a way of transferring your wealth to the next generation. You can finally, advantage you can get for being an entrepreneur, for owning a business in a foreign country, is that you are contributing greatly to the general development of the society where you find yourself. Okay, so now I want to conclude with this statement. There are a couple of people who have lived abroad for so long, they still go back to their home country poor. You see, but some are able to make it big and brought a lot of fortune back home. The difference between them is what I just discussed in this video. So it's better for us to start re-strategizing so that we can have fortune and create a lasting wealth that can never be exhausted. And I believe all that will reposition us for a better tomorrow. And thank you for listening. And if you have any question, put it in the comment section and I will be happy to give you a reply. And see you in the next video. Bye for now.